What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live breaking down the sits gamer for NBA DFS. This is a nice sits gamer on Mother's Day. I'm excited about this. I'm hoping to win big, obviously. But before we begin, thank you to all the mothers out there. This is a huge Mother's Day for me and for the rest of my family, of course, with the Grandma's Memorial and stuff like that. But I hope everybody else's Mother's Day has been well, and I hope you get to celebrate it with your mom, of course. And the reason why we're here, though, NBA DFS, we have to win big for my moms, right? So let's win big. Let's take down a tourney on Mother's Day, and I cannot wait to dig in. So definitely hit that like button for me. Always subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's been a ton, as y'all know. Let's dig into this sits gamer. Dallas and Cleveland. So no Zingas, no Darius Garland. Kevin Love, you might as well just sit him out the rest of the season. There's no point in him playing. Larry Nance is out. No Taurean Prince. And Kleber is doubtful. So let's dig in. Luka Doncic, obviously a top play of the slate. He's been so inconsistent, though. You don't know which Luka you're going to get. But for me, I don't mind going to a Luka Doncic. So you can definitely look at him at 11,000. He's going to be contrarian, though. Colin Sexton here, I don't mind him at 9,000. But again, I'd rather get to other guys at the guard position than him. But he could do well based on the minutes he's getting with no Darius Garland. Looking at Jared Allen, no go for me. I don't like him at 7-4. Tim Hardaway, Dorian Finney-Smith, not really for me. I don't like a lot on this Mavs team other than just Luka. It's hard to trust anybody else. You can get to some Dwight Powell if he's starting once again. You can look at him, or Chetty Osman now is listed as questionable. And we just got that update. So with Chetty Osman questionable now, we could look to a guy like Okoro possibly and more of Dean Wade. So, but overall, this Dallas and Cleveland game, not a lot that I want out of it. Let's move on to a better game in New Orleans and Charlotte. The Battle of the Ball Brothers. I think this is going to be a great game. I think this is going to be competitive between the two Ball Brothers. I think Lonzo and LaMelo are going to go after each other, basically to see who's the more dominant guy. So let's start it off with New Orleans. On the New Orleans side, no Zion, no Brandon Ingram, and possibly no Steven Adams. So I love Lonzo here. I think Lonzo at 8-4 is a great play. I think he's in for a huge bounce back spot. I'm going to get a lot of him. You can look to possibly NAW at 6-6, but the reason why I don't like NAW, though, is we don't know what minutes we're going to get out of him at 6-6. So really, for me, I'm not going to get much of him. Aaron Bledsoe, I do like him at 5-6. I think he's a great play here. And then Najee Marshall, I think he's going to get the bulk of the minutes if there is no Steven Adams, but I like him either way with Brandon Ingram being out. Jackson Hayes at 4-2. He had a big game last game. But that's all going to depend on the Steven Adams. If there is no Steven Adams, I'm going to get to some Jackson Hayes. And then James Johnson at 3-8. He's hard to trust. I'd rather go to Jackson Hayes and Najee Marshall. And then on the Charlotte side, LaMelo Ball. I love him at 8-6. I think he's a great play. Still without no Bridges, no possibly Devontae Graham. So for me, it's LaMelo Ball. Terry Rozier at 8-1. I don't mind him as a contrarian play to LaMelo Ball. And then the rest of the guys, I'm not really going to get much of. Maybe some Malik Monk. But still, that's kind of hard to trust. Halfway through, Minnesota and Orlando. On the Minnesota side, Karl-Anthony Towns. Huge spot for him. I think he can do well here at 10-7. He's going to play really big tonight with the news with his mom and stuff like that. We know how that went with the COVID era. So, Karl-Anthony Towns, I love him here at 10-7. Anthony Edwards, 8-3. Not really for me. I don't really want D'Lo. I don't mind the price tag, though. And then looking at the rest of the team, maybe some Vandy at 4-1. I don't mind Vandy at 4-1 at all. But again, not much on one of the Wolves. On Orlando's side, I do love me some Mo Bamba at 7,000 with no now of Wendell Carter Jr. I love Mo Bamba here at 7,000. Cole Anthony at 6-7. You can get to him or RJ Hampton as a contrarian play. RJ Hampton's taking a ton of minutes out of him, though. So be careful with that, with the playing of Cole Anthony. Wagner, I do love Wagner. 5-3, he's in play. And you can look to a guy even like possibly Gary Harris. This is all about the shot, though, for him. Chicago, Detroit. On the Chicago side, Vooch at 10-6. Vucevic is 10-6. That's a huge price tag for Vucevic. Then the blowout game possibly against Detroit. For me, I don't mind him here at 10-6. Zach LaVine, 9-8. But like I said, going back to Vucevic, he's a tournament play. Zach LaVine at 9-8, not really for me. I'm not getting the Kobe White, overpriced. A lot of this Bulls team is overpriced in my opinion. On the Detroit side, though, Sadiq Bey, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to wait until we see the news with Detroit because there's no telling what's going to happen. They change rotations all the time. There's injury news that pop up out of nowhere on this team. Be careful with Detroit. Overall, I'm not going to play much of it. So just be careful with what you're going to get out of them. Phoenix and LA. On the Lakers side, Anthony Davis is a must play. I love him at 10-3. I'd rather get to him than Luka. Looking at possibly Schroeder, who's out. We have Kuzma, who's doubtful. Caruso, who's doubtful. KCP is probable. THT is doubtful. So for me, it's Anthony Davis here. And then I'm going right back to the well. KCP, who's going to play big minutes. And then it's McLemore season, everybody. I love McLemore at 3-7. He's going to see a bulk of minutes. I love him. And yes, it is Marc Gasol and Markieff Morris season. I love both of those guys. Lakers team is where I'm going to get all my value. On the Phoenix side, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, both in play. I don't mind either guy. DeAndre Ayton is in a good spot. You can get to him at 6'9". Bridges at 5'7". He's risky, yes, but I like the upside he's carrying. Let's round out this slate with OKC and Sacramento. On the Sacramento side, big news is De'Aaron Fox and Harris Barnes. So if there is Barnes and Fox in, then this whole team is kind of meh in my opinion. But if they're both out, I'm going right back to DeLon Wright. And you can basically lock and load him. I don't mind going to him at all. And we'll see more minutes going to Holmes. I think Holmes is going to be a good play at 6'8". You could certainly look at him. And the OKC side, I'm crossing off this team as a whole. I'm not getting to any OKC, maybe other than Dort. So that wraps up this gamer for us, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great and safe rest of your day, everybody.